Hey guys, I am IzDaisho here with the gameplay commentary of Call of Duty Black Ops, and I am playing some free-for-all on Stadium, and this game is kind of leftover from when I decided to try and get some free-for-all games for a new free-for-all series for this game, as opposed, like, cause kind of like the same one that I did in Modern Warfare 2, but for Black Ops, and this was the second try, so some of you guys might remember the first try, because I just spoke about it in a video because I never uploaded. I was gonna do live and like try to see how long it took me to get to each gameplay, but I decided to scrap that idea because I couldn't get into lobbies and yeah, it wasn't good. But anyway, this was my second attempt and this was on the Xbox, and I got a few of the gameplays, but they weren't really that interesting and it was really hard for me to get and it was super frustrating. So I kind of decided to scrap the idea, but I still have a couple of games left over. So this is the Enfield game. And I'm using the Enfield with silencer, and I'm playing on Stadium. So what you really should do in free-for-all is kind of camp, but don't camp in one little room, camp in an area. So what I did is I stayed in that area for a little bit, and foolishly I decided to rush into a completely different area. I don't know if there's somebody camping in this area, and there's really no way for me to figure that out other than me actually rushing in and trying to see if I'm alive. After I start rushing in. So, anyway, what I should have done is kind of just camped somewhere else in that building and seen if that worked, and then tried to do it. But as you guys can see, I'm running the spy plane, and that's pretty much the most important kill streak for free-for-all, in my opinion, because the spy plane, obviously, it'll let you know where every single person on the map is, obviously, unless they're wearing Ghost. And, I don't know, I feel like people don't usually run Ghost in free-for-all. More people are trying to run hardline or scavenger or something that'll help them out rather than not hurt them, because I mean, if you think about it, the chances that I stuck that guy, that was pretty cool. I didn't even remember that in the gameplay, but the chances that I mean, basically in a team deathmatch kind of setting, if one person on the enemy team gets a spy plane, then you're going to be visible. But this way, even if they get a spy plane up, then only one person is visible, so that might be why people don't use Ghost as much. I don't know. That's just my thought on it. But anyway, I like to run spy plane, and ideally, the best setup, if you can get it, is spy plane Blackbird dogs. At least in my opinion. And then the next kind of setup that you would want would be spy plane Blackbird chopper gunner, because Blackbird helps you out so much. It'll let you, obviously, again, it'll let you know where everyone on the map is, and it'll really benefit you. And if you get dogs, then the game's pretty much over. I mean, it's just like so many people just get killed so quickly, and it's kind of rape. But anyway, I don't have confidence in my ability to work up an 11 kill streak even with the Blackbird, because I don't really find myself able to get to the Blackbird easily. So I use this setup. It really doesn't make much sense, especially because I'm not running a silencer. So because I'm using counter spy plane, and I already have the silencer, so I figure it'll take out their spy planes for a while. I don't really remember what my first perk is, but I'm thinking it's Ghost. Oh no, it's probably Scavenger. It's gonna be Scavenger because that's what I was running throughout this entire series. But anyway, you're going to want to run Hardline or Ghost. I mean, in my opinion, those are really the two most beneficial ones. But anyway, we'll talk a little bit about the infield. Actually, I've already spoken about the infield, but I really don't mind it. At one point, I said that it was the worst assault rifle because it didn't have anything benefiting it, but that was before I knew that it had a faster aim-down sight time. So that actually benefits it a little bit. It doesn't really help all that much, but I don't know. As you guys can see, this really isn't like the most interesting game. I don't get that many, like, most of the time it's just me camping or whatever, but there are points like this where I'm kind of just like running around shooting people as they spawn. Well, I mean, that guy had probably just spawned there, but not all of it's like that. So it wasn't the least interesting gameplay I've ever had, so I decided to upload it anyway. But anyway, lately I've been going through a slump, a pretty big slump. And by that I mean my KD used to be 1.6, and then it went all the way down to 1.55. KD used to be, win-loss used to be 1.6, 1.8, and now it's like 1.67-ish, something like that. And it's really frustrating for me. I don't know why I find it so frustrating to have my stats go down, but it's like it was to the point where it was making me really angry, and like I couldn't play the game. And it's not, I'm not saying the game's a bad game, it's just because I was playing poorly. So I don't know. I'm gonna throw out a scenario and see if any of you guys can dispute it. So there I thought I was running into a claymore. I'm like, hi background, why am I running into a claymore? And then I realized it was my own claymore. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna throw you guys a scenario and see if any of you guys can dispute it. So when the new map pack comes out, the people who love this game and play it all the time want to get the new map pack, so they buy the new map pack. The people who aren't so good at this game and just play it every once in a while, throw the disc in, then they're not gonna decide to go spend the extra $15. So what results is you get a higher concentration of good players and a lower concentration of weak players, which is pretty obvious, but whatever. And maybe that's why I've been playing worse, because since the new map pack has come out, I think that I've been playing against worse and better players. So I just can't see how it's possible that any other situation is true. Anyway, the next thing that I wanted to talk about was how I got out of the slump. So I can't say I'm officially out of this slump, because it's only been like 2 days of decent playing since then, but I've had 2 days where I've gone negative like once or twice, which is pretty much what was standard for me up until just recently, where I started going negative almost every game, and it was really bad. Like one day my highest KD was like 1.2 or something like that, and like I haven't played that poorly since I just started getting into the series, so I was like, what's going on? So then I figured, whatever, I'll just keep playing, and then eventually I'll get better. I'll be back to where this guy, come on, like, there's 3 dead bodies there, and one of them just happens to be alive. I was like, I know I stunned somebody, where are you? Show yourself. But he didn't show himself until he actually shot me, and then it was kind of a little bit late. So yeah, that kind of sucked. But anyway, I mean, obviously, I just go for the revenge kill, and it works out. But anyway, so I got out of this slump by actually playing better. I just started thinking, rather than just rushing blindly, like an idiot, and be like, no, this is a cool way to play, you can't camp, camping is for losers. No, that's just not true. If you want to do well at this game and you don't have extreme skills, I guess I'm gonna say, or a great knowledge more than other people, I mean, I'm gonna go out and say it, I don't know much more about this game than the average decent player. So if they have better shooting skills or gun skills than me, then they're going to win most gunfights, because they know where I'm going to be just as much as I know where they're going to be. So wow, that was pretty bad. I think I just stopped firing because I thought I would have killed that guy from that many bullets. Maybe it was a silencer that threw me off, but I don't know. That was pretty garbo. Anyway, so I started playing more defensively and more intelligently, and since then I've actually done pretty well on a consistent basis, and it's made the game a lot more fun. But I don't know, this game, there's something about this game, the only thing about this game that I don't like rather than Modern Warfare 2 is the kill streaks. I feel like none of the kill streaks do anything. Whenever I'm looking through the kill streaks, hey, which kill streak should I use? It's like, well, I could use the chopper gunner, but I probably won't get to it because it's not that good. I could use the Blackbird, but that'll only help if I have something like dogs on, and then once you get the Blackbird and then don't get your dogs, and you just get really frustrated and you want to kill someone. But anyway, I don't know. None of these kill streaks, and then obviously none of the lower ones are really helpful at all. I'm like, alright, fine, I'll just run Spy Plane, Napalm, and Mortar Team, but that'll get me like 2 kills. If I'm lucky, I'll get like a triple or something like that from the Napalm, but the Mortar Team, I don't think I've ever gotten more than 2 kills with a Mortar Team. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it's just, I don't know. There's something about this game's kill streaks that just don't do it for me, and I don't know. Whatever, I finished this game off pretty nicely. I think I get like the last 4 kills within 30 seconds, and I have 7 seconds left. Do you think I'm gonna get it? 1, and then that guy shoots me. Turn around. Bam. Finish the game off with 1 second left. And my final score was 30-6, so not a bad game. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. Have a nice day. Bye.